I've got the Callaway AI Smoke Max with the adjustable weight in the back. What difference does it make if I have it here and if I have it here to my ball flight? I'm going to do this test in two different shafts because I'm going to choose a shaft that has more torque and more twist, so the weight change might have a bit more difference in how much we change there. Then I'm going to go to something stiffer that has less torque, less twist. Then I'm going to use a shaft with less twist and less torque to see if it reduces how much change the weight makes. The first shaft I have is the Cypher 40 5.0. Now this is a senior flex shaft, but it is something that resembles something that an auto flex will create. And I do see these as an autoflex alternative. We've got lots of movement in the club and the weight's in the toe. Loosen this off here, slide it down to the heel, tighten it up again, one click. And if you want to do more clips, you absolutely can. Oh, that went left. So I'm going to be able to look at the difference between how much I hit up on the ball and what my swing path is. So if my angle of attack and my swing path stay consistent, then we know that it's a big change from just the weight. So I'm trying to present myself through the ball in the same way. I'm not trying to do anything different. But so far, so good. Not bad. So I've hit 3 shots with each. I've replicated the same swing speed. I've got an average of 108.5, 108.5. Smash factor has changed. So that second shot there was struck particularly poorly. So I'm going to hit one more with the fade setting. Averaging 4.2 up, 4.6 up, lovely. 4.2 into out, 4.2 into out, lovely. We're fairly consistent in the same pattern through the ball with my delivery. So we'll delete that second shot on the fade. One more shot in the fade setting. Doesn't draw as easily, nice. So replacing that miss hit on the fade setting, we are 4.4 up, 4.6 up, 4.6 into out, 4.2 into out, similar speed as well, 108.5 against 108.7. And the comparisons are nice differences. We're seeing a difference in flight, definitely. We've got higher launch on the fade setting because the face is probably a little bit more open. We've got more loft when the face is open, less loft when the face is closed. So the face closing down on the draw setting, just bringing that launch angle down a little bit. Remember, my delivery was consistent in terms of how much I hit up on the golf ball. More open face gives higher launch and higher spin. And even though we had the same speed coming through it, the ball speed was actually slower. So theory there being that when the face is open, it's more of a glancing blow off the ball. When the face is more closed, because it's closing down more, it pushes the ball more. We get better spin loft. So my swing speed was consistent, but the ball speed's just slowed down potentially because of that, because we're getting that face more open. However, even though the ball was slower, we've got more carry and more distance overall. I've picked up a few extra yards on that. I've got a difference in direction. If you're getting fitted, use it on the setting that you're most likely to use it on, or the fitter might even put you into that setting to get the most out of your ball flight. The peak height is the highest point the ball reaches. We've got 100 yards of peak height with a couple around the 110 area. We've got 132 of peak height with nothing reaching that 110. It's all above. Fade setting, the face stays more open, you get more height, more launch angle, more spin. Offline is 30 yards left on the draw setting and 15 yards right on the fade setting. That's a big old difference. But obviously I've got a 50 yards right and a 50 yards left. My swing path actually stayed quite consistent, so the head is making a decent difference. So we've got 45 yards of left to right variance from 2 settings on the club with a really wobbly, really flexy, torquey shaft. Now I'm going to hit the Denali in a 6.5 that doesn't twist as much, it doesn't have as much torque, and we'll see how much that changes. So we're in the fade and we're in the Denali 6.5, 60 gram. So again, I'm going to try and put the same stuff through the golf ball each time. Yep, big draw, good one. Again, I'm not going to change any intention. Three similar shots in the same sort of area. Bring it out of the fade, into the draw, one click. Definitely looks like a bit more curve. Let's have a look at the club data first. I've got 108.9 against 109.8, slightly different speed, but there or thereabouts. Efficiency a lot faster. So because that shaft doesn't twist as much, there's a lot more speed maintained in the golf ball relative to the speed that I put into it. The ball comes off hotter compared to that more variable shaft. 5.6 up against 4.8 up. So a bit of change there. 5.1 out to 4.2 out. Okay. So the fade one I was more into out. Didn't get as much change in launch angle, 13.2 to 13.1. Side spin, I've gone from 8.79 in the fade setting to 9.72 in the draw setting. Offline is 38 left against 47 left. So not as much left to right variance with a shaft that doesn't twist as much. So my dispersion rings up here are a lot tighter. There's a lot of variance. With the more wobbly shaft, bigger difference. But we're looking 276 to 280, we're looking 302 to 305, there or thereabouts, not as much change. So the different shaft can actually be influenced by that weight change a lot more than just the weight change itself. If you've got a shaft that twists a lot more, has a bit more torque, on these fitting shafts, we've got some stickers here, this one is high torque. And again, we had a big difference with a different weight setting. On this one here, the Denali, we've got low torque, less twist, less change in flight from the weight. So if you're looking at different torques of shaft, you'll get a different variance in ball flight left to right with the weight change. Have a little play with it, see how you get on, and I'll see you on the next video.